Hello all, this is Terry, here with another video, because God is so awesome. All things are possible with God, right? I have another dream to share with you. I had this dream on March 12th, 2018, and I woke up the first time at 4:05, and then the dream kind of continued on, and I woke up again at 5:56. Okay, so here's the dream. I was with a man that I didn't know and a boy who was about 8 to 12 years old. I really couldn't tell. He had dark hair. I didn't know him. In the dream, I seemed to know them both. We were outside of an auditorium type building, waiting in line to get in. When we got into the foyer type area, the man said he was going to go to the backstage area because he was one of the people giving TED Talks on the Rapture. When he had walked just a few steps away, an unknown force started pulling the boy and me from our midsections, like from our belly area. When the boy and me, when we were being pulled, everything in our sight got blurry and out of focus. It would pull at us and then let up. When it let up, our vision became clear again. And this kept on, back and forth, and our vision would get blurry when it pulled, and then it would get clear when it let up. The pulling force seemed to be pulling us out of the building. At first, I was fighting it, thinking I needed to tell the man we would not be there for his talk. When the boy and I were pulled outside the building, there was a horse, but I could only see the front half of it. It was dusk out. It wasn't dark and it wasn't light, but it seemed like dusk, like just before the sun, or just as the sun is setting, And the horse was no particular color. It wasn't dark, it wasn't light, but I couldn't see what the horse wasn't really a color, so but the horse was blurry, and I could never really see the horse in clear focus. The horse seemed to be the source of the pulling, because when we got up to it, the pulling stopped. Then the boy and I and the blurry half horse were at a pier, a boardwalk type of thing, with shops and restaurants and little places that you could walk up to, like a counter, and order food, and they would make it and you bought it and carried it away. And there were lots of people walking around. The ocean was right next to the pier. I heard one group of people talking about the rapture, but it seemed like no one could see us. I turned to the blurry horse and asked, "Is any of these people going with us?" The blurry half horse said, "Unfortunately, no. These are all waiting for the rapture." Then I woke up. I went back to sleep, and kind of having the same dream. The boy and I and the blurry half horse were in a city, on a crowded downtown area sidewalk. It was the same as the other places. No one could see us, and no one else was coming with us. it seemed like the boy and I and the blurry half-horse just went around from place to place looking for others that might be ready or able to come with us. But I woke up before we found anyone else. I woke up for the second time. So this dream um, was really a lucid dream. And by that I mean it was like I was only half asleep and half awake. And especially when we traveled to the pier and then after I woke up the first time, when we traveled to the city, and we went a couple of other places after the city, that first city, but, you know, I was like in and out of sleep, and it was really weird. Um, and, but since I woke up the first time and I went back to sleep, I was too tired to get up, and I was really scared of forgetting forgetting it, and so um, I didn't get up and write it down, and so I think maybe that's why it continued on, and it was really lucid, because I was scared of forgetting it, and I, was too tired to get up and write it down, so it just continued on, and I was kind of half asleep and half awake. But anyway, I think this dream indicates the escape rapture-like event that I've been studying in the Bible. And in my studies, I've kind of found out that in Revelation 6, when the first seal is broken, it's my understanding that the white horse from the first seal is maybe this horse in my dream, but it's not his time yet. And so that's, the seals have not yet been broken. It's not begun yet. And so therefore the boy and I could only see a blurry half of a horse with no rider. The horse is in a heavenly realm, and the horses of Revelation 6, more than likely, they're only metaphoric symbology meant to depict the idea and not actually a horse and riders being released when each seal is broken. And so, that might be why I seen it as blurry and only a half of a horse. And so the little boy and I being the only traveling companions shows my fear and anxiety about who will actually be accounted worthy to go in this escape event. I worry that I won't make the cut, and I worry that some of my grandkids are too old to be considered innocent. So maybe they won't go either. All I can do is pray and wait to see. And so some of the symbology in this dream, the man giving the TED talk about the rapture, that might indicate like a preacher and my religious type thoughts or mindsets that I have. And it's kind of interesting that this man gets left behind, and so do the people on the pier talking about the rapture. And so that's kind of interesting. I think it indicates religious type mindsets. You got to let go of religious doctrines and, um, follow truth and follow, have that relationship with Jesus and allow the Holy Spirit to work in your life. And anyway, the little boy, that's my parental feelings about my grandchildren. The parenthood connection is lesser than with my own children, but it's still there in a sense, especially since I feel a broken connection with my adult children. And so I feel a kind of a deeper connection with my grandchildren right now. And so that's why I think that the boy was there. Um, yeah, so this was kind of a short dream, and I think that, it was just my mindset, or, the things I was thinking about at the time. And so I had this dream, um, and the things I was worried about, uh, dates have come and gone, and we're still here. And so I had this dream, but I think it was also a message from God saying, don't give up. He is coming, and it is going to be soon. All the signs point toward it. Um, you know, we're told in the Bible to recognize the signs and know when it's near. And I think it's definitely near. So anyway, that was this dream, and if you don't know Jesus and you sincerely would like to, just go to a quiet place and call out to him. He'll answer you. Just ask him to come into your heart. Ask him to come into your life. He will. He'll show up. He'll help you with your life. So, anyway, God bless, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.